Hello and welcome to Precious Memory Box's Junk Journaling. And today I have a kind of gratitude craft along with me. I'm working on 3 different projects right now, and I thought I would just take 15 minutes and work on each one and just let you guys craft along with me, and I'll show you the projects I'm working on. So let me set my timer. Oops, that didn't work. Let me go back. Trying to get the keyboard off. Talking to someone who doesn't know how to do their iPad very well. Okay, Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. All right, there we go. All right, so I am working on 2 gratitude journals, both for a friend that I work with. And it happens to be a young man, and he wanted to try gratitude journaling. So I tried to pick some papers that are still fall and fun, but yet more masculine. So I've been working on this journal. I've almost got it complete, but I thought I'd do a flip through and just tell you a little bit about it, and maybe we'll add a few more pieces to it. So this one on the front has a sticker that says gratitude changes everything. This sticker comes from a kit from Silver and Sparkles. She has a fall gratitude kit in her shop, and I printed these out. She has different sayings, and I printed them out on sticker paper, and they have a bit of a light brown, kind of a, I'm not sure, maybe like a taupey color brown. So they work really well in this paper. And then this little piece right here came from Carolyn's Musings. If you're part of her Facebook group, she had this on there. And so I really like those. And each of these Bible verses have something to do with gratitude. So I added that to the front. I already see I need to add a little glue there. It's coming apart. And then on the inside cover, because I'm just using cardstock, I glued some tea stain dyed paper. Let me grab my glue here, and we'll just fix this as we go along. Here's a couple more of those quotes and stickers from Miss Pam's shop, Silver and Sparkles. And then a lot of the papers you'll see in here come from Pink Monarch Prints. I do a lot with Pink Monarch Prints. I love their monthly subscription kits. And so a lot of my papers and little pieces come from them also. Also part of Pam's kit is she has journaling prompts. And so I cut all of these out, and I thought I would let the young man, after he writes on them to make it easier, then he can glue them into his journal. And so I glued one in here, and then I used a sack, and I opened it on both ends so that he'd have pockets if he wanted to add notes or other items. And then here I have these. This is Pink Monarch Prints paper, and these are all from their kit this month, the October kit, Tattered Wings. And so it has a lot of butterflies in it. He was okay with that. I showed him what I was doing, and he was all right with it. He liked the idea of being able to journal on the tags. So I told him I wouldn't put too many tags and pockets in it, but I put a few for him. And then I'll just flip through. I'm still working, on adding to the pages. Here I added a tag, added another sticker on top of that tag, used a little lace to make a pole. And then this is a pocket from the monthly subscription kit. Here's a tag. There we go. And I need to cut that off there. That little sticker was sticking to it. I put a sticker on here. And here's also, this is from Pink Monarch Prints. And this is from, I believe, this month's kit also. They have another set that's a green set, but this one came with the October subscription kit. I used one of the collage tags to make a side tuck. And this little piece here comes from the Harvest Bloom set. This is from Pam's kit. This is just a little envelope I had. These are the Pink Monarch Prints stickers and one of the tags. I did get this page in upside down. Not sure how I did that, but it's okay. I made a belly band out of another collage tag, and then added a couple more pieces of ephemera from the kit that he can write on. And then I wanted to leave some of the pages blank so that once he writes what he wants, he can come back and glue these in. So I'm not going to decorate, every page. I'm just going to maybe add a couple more pockets and a closure for him. I did add a little something here on this one. This page would be a good one for him to glue prompts on, or maybe to put a pocket on. It's pretty dark to actually write on, so let's flip through these pages so you can see them. And then we've got an envelope pocket here with a couple more tags. I did put a specimen card with a brad here, and I think I'm going to add another one, maybe here so it can flip up and act as a tuck spot. I used a stencil on this page. And let's see, we'll just flip through a few more. And then we'll grab a few more things. And like I said, this one is almost done. I do have to come up with a closure for it. And I think I'm going to make a button elastic closure for it. So it's a beautiful kit with beautiful papers. And it makes a wonderful fall journal with all these beautiful fall colors. Also makes a nice neutral one, and you could even use some of these if you want to make a Halloween journal or something like that. Some of these grungier pages would be perfect for that. All right, so let me add these prompts back in here, and let's go ahead. Oh, my timer stopped on me. Oh, no, there's another timer, I see. Okay. So I've already used up some of the time on this, so let's grab a few things that I've already pre-cut out, and let's just add a few more things in here. So I think we're good there, and I think I'll leave those pages. These are pretty decorated. I think I'm going to leave these for writing. I'm looking for the busier pages to maybe put things on, and leave the less busy for him to write on. So this one, maybe let's see if we have a pocket we could add to it. Or we got a little cluster there, so let's see what kind of pockets we have. And I have a lot of pieces from different kits in this month's kit. So let's see if I have a pocket handy here. Okay, not in that little stack. Let's see, here's maybe some pockets we could use. We also have little file folders that you can turn into pockets. So that would be fun too, mini file folders. That might be a fun one. I think we'll do that. All right, I'm going to grab my ink real quick and just slightly ink that up. So whatever we get done in the 15 minutes we have allotted, we'll use, and then we'll move on to the next project. So let me take and I'm going to glue these sides. Okay. There we go. And then I think I'll glue here and let this be also a double pocket. So we'll just glue the tops. I'm sorry, not the tops, the sides and the bottom. All right, let's see if we have a tag here that we might like to use in that. I think those were in my previous pile, should I say. So we could put one tag there, and I think I have some shorter, smaller tags, yeah. So we could add these in here, and he could definitely journal on these as well. And I like that they look more masculine. They don't look, real feminine. So, all right, let's see what else. I think these pages are good for journaling. I did sew this in. So it's got a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. What can we add here? I think we need to add some type of pocket or a tuck spot. Let me see what I have. Here's some more of the pockets, pre-made pockets from the kit. All right, so we've got this one that kind of matches that there. I like that. And I should have inked that before I glued it. Let's see if I can get a little bit ink on the edges. There we go. All right. We're going to go ahead and put that right there. And I think I'll come back with another tag, maybe a bigger one, or this journaling card would fit nicely in there. Let's just ink it up. It's even got some lines there to write on. And we'll just slide that in there. There we go. Now I think it needs something on the front. Let's see if we have a few little pieces here. All right. What could we add on the front? We could add another scripture piece. I like those. We've got some small little, a lot of the same color, so let's see if I can find something different. We've also got some parcel posts there, it says. We've got a pumpkin. Oh, what about a bird? That's nice. And let's see. What could we put with the bird? Do we have a label? Or maybe a word. Here's one that says Thanksgiving. I like that. All right, let's do those. I'm just going to quickly ink this up a little bit so it's not quite so white. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Yeah, if you just lightly take your ink and kind of run it over that white, it knocks it back a little bit. If you have any question about any pieces of the kits I'm using, I'll try to link as many of them as I can remember down below, but just let me know in the comments and I will try to find out for you and let you know if you're interested in any of the kits. I used I think I said that earlier, 3-hole pamphlet stitch to keep that in there. And let's see. Let's put something here maybe. We've got another pocket that kind of matches there. Do we want to be matchy or do we want to go totally different? That I think contrasts too much. Let's do this one. This time I'll remember to ink a little before I add that to the page. You can always make your own pockets out of the pages if you want. But the fun thing about the kits, the subscription kits, is they have almost everything with them. They have pockets and tags and labels and just everything you can think of is right there for you. All right, what if we do one of these? And I'm thinking of maybe some flowers. Let's do the same thing with these flowers. We'll kind of ink them up just a little bit. Let's see if my timer's going to sound for me. There we go. We got about a minute left, so should be able just to finish this part up here. All right, which way do we want our flowers to be? I think this way. I'll try to take a picture of this maybe and post it on my Instagram page, and so that if you want to see the final closure and that on it, you'll be able to see that. Like I said, I'm going to try to make a simple little elastic button closure on it. There we go. I need a little more glue right here. All right. And let's see. I will probably flip through here and add, a few more items. Oh, there's our first timer. So we're going to stop on this one. Okay. And we're going to repeat. And we're going to start again. All right. So this journal is almost finished. We're getting really close. So I'm going to set it over here. And the next thing we're going to do is I have been making, and where did I set them? I've been making gratitude cards for myself with scripture writing on the back. And I've been also using the Pink Monarch kit, mostly the Harvest Bloom kits, but I have been using some of this month's also. So let's see, that one I still need to write my scripture on the back of. But as you can see, I'm using a writing plan. And so here's some of the ones I've made already. And I thought we could just put together a few more of them. I should have 7 altogether, but I think a couple of them are out in the other room. I've been posting those on Instagram if you want to see pictures of them. So I've got some pre-cut out here. And I've got all my extra goodies here. So let's grab out a few. I started working on this one. And then maybe we'll make a couple more. And what I'm using to write the scriptures on, let's see if I might have forgot to bring them in here with me. Oh, no, there it is I got these from Carolyn's Musing. It was from a Fruit of the Spirit kit. And these are just perfect for using on the back of these cards. And my cards are 4x4. These are a little bit bigger than that, so you have to cut them down just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and just cut 3 of these out. I just got these Tim Holtz scissors not too long ago, and I am still adjusting to how to use these. They are big. I did not realize how big they were. I probably shouldn't have cut paper with them and saved them to cut material with. But I've already started cutting paper with them, so. All right. So we'll get 3 of these cut out. So what are you doing anything for gratitude for the next couple months? Do you make a journal and write in it in November? I know a lot of people do gratitude documented in November. Are you making, fall journals? Are you working on Christmas? Let me know in the comments what you're working on. This year, I love fall, and that's my favorite season. But this year, I'm actually kind of getting excited a little bit for Christmas. So I'm looking forward to also using some Christmas printables. All right, so on this one, I'm going to go ahead and round the corners on all of these. Might be able to do them all at the same time. Let me check here. Okay, there we go. I just like rounded corners. All right. And then, of course, I should have put that on here and measured it first before I did that, because I'm going to have to redo the corners on the bottom. So I like a little bit of my edge to stick out. And also on these, the hole punch, you may want your lines to go up above your hole punch too. So let's start. I'm going to start by cutting right here along this line, and we'll see how that looks. If we like that, then we'll repunch those corners. Yeah, I think that's good. Now you could save these and use them if you want to. Go ahead and repunch these corners. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these on, and I'm going to use a glue stick for this. This paper just ever so faintly has a pattern on it with branches and leaves here. So there's one. Two. And a little bit of string from my glue stick there. There we go. And that one's almost done. We may add one more element to it. One of my kitty cats is in here with me, and she's down there tickling my leg with her whiskers. All right. There we go. All right, so we have our back done. And two of them have lines and one doesn't. That's fine. All right, so what do we want to do to decorate these? I have a lot of paper from, like I said, several different kits. This paper here is from Feeling Like Fall. I believe I'm saying that correctly. And that's from Silver and Sparkles. And I really love the stripes on this. So let's give that a try. And this is a great way if you mess up on your printing. This is a great way to use these pieces like that. It's something like this. Now I know this is a 4x4 card, so I'm going to grab my cutter here, and I'm going to do maybe a 3.5 by 3.5, and I'll have to remember that I do have that white line on there, so all right. And let me go 3.5 this way. And I'm going to go a little bit over that just so I can cut that white off and still have it at 3.5. There we go. Let's check that out and see if we like that. All right. Yeah, I think once I cut the white off there, that'll be perfect. Uh-oh, there's my helper. Hi, Grace. Come here, big girl. This is Grace, everyone. And she likes to help a little too much sometimes. Get down, big girl. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see if we want to round those edges. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. You don't have to use a paper background. I just like using up my pieces that maybe I've used for something else and have leftovers. It's a great way to use them up. All right. And then let's see what we can add to this. You can add pockets, tags, you know, just pictures, whatever you want. So let's see what we might have available here. That would make a cute pocket if I cut that down just a little bit. So let me just, or should we let it overlap a little? I think I want to make it even. So let's just trim it off just slightly. There we go. Pretty good. We can still trim off just a little bit on this side. Do that. I think that's good. And I'll go ahead and round this corner again. There we go. Let's give that a quick little inking to help it stand out. Okay, so I'm going to use my liquid glue here. Glue my pocket on. All right. Sorry for the noise in the background. Miss Grace has decided she's going to explore everything. All right. So we'll let that dry and then we'll come back and choose something to go in there. What do we want to add to this one? I'm thinking about maybe leaving the background as it is. Maybe we could take, let's see, where'd they go? We could take one of these stickers that we have. That one says, just breathe, you matter, practice gratitude, you are enough, grateful, everything will be okay. Today is a good day. I like that one. Small steps every day. All right, I like today is a good day. Trying to decide what else we could put with it. No, I don't. I'm sticking, but I don't like that. Let's see. That would make a good pocket though. What else? Just need something simple to go along with it. Maybe some type of floral. I like that, but I almost wonder if it's going to be too bright that it'll cover up the wording. Let's give it a try and see what happens. I want to go ahead and ink this just a little bit to knock back the brightness on it. And then we'll just ink it just ever so slightly. And that just helps cover up the brightness when it's brighter than you would like. And let's see, which way do we want that flower to go? I think this way. All right, let's go ahead and glue that down. Now you could take this sticker if you want and put it on a background and then glue the background down. But I'm going to give it a try and see what it looks like. Since it does have a bit of a colored background, maybe it'll still stand out enough that it won't be overwhelmed by the oranges and yellows in the die cut there, in the ephemera piece. Okay, if I get a hold of the sticker, there we go. All right, let's see. I hate to cover up the whole sticker. And let's see, I want to go up higher because I'll be punching the bottom of that. So, okay, it covered it. It kind of blended in a little. It probably would have looked better had I put it on a piece of paper, but I can still read it. Today is a good day. All right, so I'm going to take these and let's see, what can we add to this one? These might be a little tall, but that's okay. They don't have to go all the way down in there. But I want to maybe just add a couple pieces. Oh, our friend is back, Miss Gracie. We may have to take a moment and help Miss Gracie to find her way out. Come on, Grace. Okay. She is a precious little cat, but she's also sometimes a mean little cat. Okay. Let's real quick, and then we'll get on to our third gratitude journal. And that journal, I'm just in the starting phases of it, but it's going to be a very simple journal. And that, it's strictly going to be a writing journal, just to write in. I'm not going to make it fancy or anything. It's for the same young man that I told you about that wanted to check into, journaling. Journaling is good for women and men. So, and I always like to encourage someone if they want to write or journal. It can be a healthy way to get down your thoughts on paper and express yourself. So, all right, so there we go. There's 3 more tags. And I may find some smaller little tags to put in there, but cute little pocket. I need to add a label there, but I'll finish that up later because we're going to get on to our next journal now. All right, so that's project 2. All right, for our project 3, let me find the papers here. Again, we're doing the journal for the young man that I told you about. These papers come from Pam at Silver and Sparkles, and this is her fall gratitude. And along with these papers that you're going to see here were the journaling prompts. Those came with it, and those stickers and quotes that I put on sticker paper. Those came along with this. So quite a bit there to use. And they're just beautiful pages with lines to write on. And so I'm just going to make him strictly a writing journal. The decoration as it is enough. So I'll just flip through those pages so you can see them. So probably today I will get done, maybe in the 15 minutes that we have, is I will cut these white lines off of them, and then we will find a cover for them and maybe get them sewn in. And then it won't be much more to do after that. You saw these when I first started the video. I have 2 different pieces of paper here, and I think I'm leaning towards this one. Oh, there's my friend again. Come on, Grace. She's waking up from a nap, so she is ready to go now. Okay, so I think we'll use that. So we'll set that over here for a minute. And I'm going to try to quickly trim up these papers. Got my timer going so that I won't go over too much. And we'll just cut these extra lines off here. Extra, not lines, but extra white spots. I wish my printer would print borderlessly. It says it's supposed to be able to, but I have not been able to figure out how to get it to do that yet. So, one more on that. grab a few more and do the same thing here. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I think our summer is finally coming to an end and we're starting to get cooler weather. Gracie, come on, babe. Might have to stop the video and let her go out for a minute. We'll see if she lets us finish here. But I'm glad the fall cooler days are coming. I like sweatshirts and sweaters, hot chocolate, and I love the falling leaves. I love everything about fall. Now winter, that's another story. Winter is not always fun. Okay. So I think if I ever get another printer, I have an EcoTank, an Epson EcoTank. I really like it because it is really good on ink. You know, it doesn't use the ink. I maybe only have to refill it maybe once every 8 months or something like that. I mean, it goes and goes and goes. And I print a lot. So I'm really, really happy with the ink on it. But hopefully if I ever do have to get another printer, I will try to get one that I know will print borderless. That way, save myself a little time and effort as far as trimming all these. I am trying to line these all up on the same little mark as I trim them, so that hopefully, you know, I wouldn't have to do any further trimming on them. I think the noise from the trimmer here is maybe catching my cat's attention. That's probably part of the reason she wants to be over here. Anything that makes noise or moves, she wants to be a part of. We got Gracie. She's a little over a year old, maybe almost a year and a half now old. We got her when she was about 2 weeks old. She, her mama got hit by a car, we believe, and so a young lady that my husband works with found her, and they really couldn't keep her. Not my husband, I'm sorry, my son works with, and they really couldn't keep her. And we weren't going to get any more cats because we had a cat that we, you know, had passed away. She was almost 19 years old, and so we weren't going to get another cat, but we couldn't resist. And my husband fell in love with her. And let me tell you what, she is spoiled and she is rotten. But we love her. She actually got outside this morning. She loves to, my husband has to go to work really early in the morning. And today was one of his days off, but he still gets, you know, up early, and it was about 3:30 in the morning. And she's a door dasher. She loves, if she can get out that door, she'll get out the door. And so she door dashed her way out and refused to come back inside for about an hour. And it was kind of chilly out. We went out a few times and tried to nab her, and of course she wasn't having anything to do with that. We tried to tempt her with her favorite treat, and she didn't really care about that. But after she'd been out there long enough that I think she started getting cold, she decided it would be good to come back in the house. So, I tell you what, animals definitely have their own personalities. And even though I know, they say a lot of things that animals do are instinctual, which I'm sure is probably true, but I do think animals have feelings, and I do think they have little personalities. Because why would we have another little cat about the same age as her, and she has a totally different personality, is very sweet and loving, and hardly ever, is ornery. And there we go. I think I got them all trimmed. And so I think animals have their own personalities. Definitely. Okay. I put that away, but we're probably going to need it for the cover here. So let's measure these and make sure I have them all upright real quickly. And then we're going to cut our cover for them. Okay, so let's make sure they're all upright. And I love that one. I think I want that one to be the center. That one I think is upside down, and that one is upside down. There we go. That one, I'm gonna, not that one, let's see. One of them here I didn't do the paper on the back. Some of these I've put, I copied other pages on the back of them. So I'm going to take out the ones that I didn't copy so that they all have copies on the back. And I just want to make sure the rest of these are upright before I sew them together. Let's put that one on the bottom. I got this one here. That one's upside down. And this one, I'm going to try to switch some of them around. All right. So we have several pages there. And then, so we're going to decide what size this is. Usually I make my covers about 9 by 6. So let's see. This is 11.5 still. By 9 it says. Which is strange because these are 11 by, should be 11, 8 by 11, no, I'll get it right here in a minute. 8.5 by 11, and this is saying 9. I'm not sure how that even worked, but we're going to go ahead and fold them real quick. I find it easier to fold them individually than together. I think they just crease better, and you can put them back inside of each other. And a few of these, again, I did a little bit darker paper. So if he wants to add a special card or something in there, he could maybe do that on the darker pages. But most of them are still light enough that you can journal on them. And that's what I wanted this to strictly be, a journaling journal to write in. Okay, so those pages are kind of the same. So let me maybe put this one here, that one there, and we'll try to mix up our colors a little bit so that everything is not exactly the same right next to each other. Of course, you can see some of them have the same background pattern, so we may just get through getting our signature all together here. I love printables because they just do make it so easy to bring a journal together. Let's see if my timer is still going. Yep, we still have a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to leave that one there. We've got a contrasting color there. And let's see. We'll do that one here. let's go with one of these, and then we'll do that one. And then let's see, let's do a different color or pattern. We'll do that one. That was the one I was going to use for the center, but let's see what we end up with. We'll do this one and this one. And then we've got that one and that one. Oh, I have two that look like that. Wonderful. All right, there we go. So let me see when this is folded. So it is a little over 6 and tall. It's about 9, so it's about 6 by 9. So we're going to make our cover about 9.5 by 7. Okay. 9.5, and let's see, let's decide. So we got 9. And a half. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, and we said 10, let's see, 6 by 9, so we were going to go 9.5, and the other was going to be 6.5. Trying to think this through here. I need this. So, for my height, yep, that's a little long, but the width is good. So, I need to trim that just a little bit more. I'm just going to eyeball it. I don't know why, but for some reason I've been having trouble thinking out the proper way to cut things. Okay, so that's this part. So I need to cut this down a little bit more. Let me see. Yeah, it still could be cut down just a little bit more. Let's cut some off this side, and I think we're actually good. I was going to cut the length, but I think the length is not bad. Not the length, but the height. Actually, I'm cutting. I don't know what I'm cutting right now, guys. My brain is not thinking properly. Okay, let me move that out of the way for just a moment. And we're going to fold this, and I may need to trim it up. Isn't it amazing how you cut something on a trimmer and it's still not completely straight? All right. So I think that's good. There's a little bit of overhang, and I don't mind that because I may run something along here. I may glue one of these. No. Well, maybe. I might glue this in here and then add some type of trim around the edge. So let's do that. And that's probably about all we're going to get done. Oh, before my timer goes off. So we got to work on 3 projects. I did finish the little cards, but my other 2 I've got to do a little more work on, neither of which will take very much time to finish. Because, like I said, this one is going to be very simple and not fancy. And the other one I just need to add a few more elements to, and it'll be ready to go. All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me for the kind of little craft along and chit chat. And I hope that you will come back and join me. I'm hoping on Sunday to come on and work on my By the Well for God devotional kit for October. So I hope you'll come back and join me. I kind of like doing the craft with me style. So if you like that, let me know, or if you prefer the tutorial style, let me know too. And there we go. So project 3, here's project 2 that we worked on, our little cards, and then our project 1, the other journal. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you Sunday. Bye.